Hello friend, let us discuss about UGC NET paper 1 research aptitude. Here we will discuss for conceptual understanding, but apart from this I have prepared this content based on your syllabus, based on UGC NET paper 1 syllabus. So in the actual in exam, so some questions are coming which are which is not given in our syllabus, but which are interlinked with the topic with our syllabus. Okay, so those things I will discuss here sometime, while I'm talking about this. So we will just let us try to understand with the question answer also we are having here with explanation. First we will understand what is research. We know what is research. Research means to search again, right? Now how you are going to search? For searching the things, you have to suppose you have lost your shoes, right, or hand watch. So now for searching your hand watch, so what you are going to do that? First, you will think where I went to the morning, this morning, in which place I went, and this after this you will go to the place, that place, and you will ask to the people where have you found any hand wash here while I'm talking with you, while I'm being here, have you know. So you're investigating those things, right? Investigating, after investigating, people will say something. No, you when you're talking with us here, your hand wash is already there. Maybe while you are going there somewhere you have lost, so again you have to go there, so you are have to search again, right? But you are searching only that your hand wash, right? So here research also somehow connected with this concept. Research is something where we have what we have to do for searching again. You have to do in systematic. You have to follow some method, some methodology, some systems, some technical things you have to follow, and organized process. Those systematic you have to follow, and there are some organized process. So for investigating, for searching, for studying, for analyzing, and for collecting information or data to discover new facts or principles or theories, or to interpret and clarify existing fact or phenomena. So in research, what researcher used to do, researcher has to follow some of the methods, some of the design, research design, methodology, sampling, population, and sampling having different sampling, and you have to analyze, you have to collect the data or information. Those information you have to analyze. Qualitative, the information may be qualitative, quantitative information. So those qualitative information, if it is qualitative information, you can analyze in thematic wise. Okay, if it is quantitative, then you can some statistical test you can analyze with the help of that, and after that you can interpret and you can find those new facts. Based, it may be based on the theory, is it may be based on the principle, or that you have to you interpret those things. So that is research. So research means just not searching again, not. So in this process, it is a very critical and methodological process. Yes, very critical. Why? You have to collect data. For collecting data, you have to follow some systematic. So and you have to follow methodological process, and those having questions, doubt for solving the problem. Okay. So this is research. So research has some of the characteristics. Systematic approach, as I say, research has a systematic approach, structure, organized approach, which clearly defines steps and procedures. In research, you have to, like, they are systematic. First, you have to have questions, research questions, research broader idea and some problem. Then you have to do literature review. Then you have to find out objective, research question, methodology, data collection, data analysis, okay, data interpretation, and conclusion, discussion, conclusion, and references you have to. These are the very systematic. Okay, it is not haphazard or random activity. And so those systematic those process for research process you have to follow systematic sequence wise. Okay, randomly you cannot do like methodology. I will first say then data analysis. You cannot do like that. You have to be pre-planned. Okay, well planned. It should be well planned and objective and unbiased. So in research should be very objective and unbiased. Why? Because now you are going for data collection. Okay, so you wanted to do that. I will collect from only girls or only from boys. Okay, I will not collect from every person. So you are not objectivity. Your research is not objectivity at that time. You are biasness, doing biasness. So while you are collecting data or information or doing interview from any other person, so you should be free from biasness and prejudices. So there you should give equal opportunity to each and everyone. So that's why research characters objective and unbiased. So it is empirical. Empirical means research is a empirical evidences. So whatever the proof you have found in the data collection during a data collection, there should be proof. There should be evidence based or direct observation. Suppose you are going for collect data collection from any ethnic group, okay, for any patient to observe the patient or any criminal you want to observe or any in your for any chemical reaction you want to observe. So there it is empirical based, evidence based. Okay. So it is not just you are thinking and writing. It is not like that. So and then critical and analytical. Research is critical and analytical. Yes, you have to think critically, analytical. Suppose you have doing research and found something a new fact. Now you have to think critically why these are coming, why this information has come, why these things are coming which I wanted in my research, which is not occurring. So you have to think critically. Then you can draw conclusion based on that. And exploratory or confirmatory. Research is exploratory. You have to explore. You have to seek why this new area, new information, new knowledge. Why? Because to confirm the existing theory. Suppose you have you there are many sociological theories or psychological theories like Piaget's theories. So Piaget's theories is it actually based what the Piaget said cognitive development. So is it actually working or not? So you can confirm it. You can explore that. Okay, replicable research is always replicable. Replicable means which is researchable. You can do research again. You can follow the method. You can similar method you can follow and you can find a similar result. Replicable research is. So research is ethical. Research there is a ethical standard and ensuring well-being and conformation of research participant and a responsible use of data. Suppose you are went for data collection. For data collection, what you have to follow some systematized. You have to take the authority permission. For you have a department that your guide, your supervisor. Then if you are going for data collecting from uh, any official any schools, so you have to take permission from principal, headmasters or headmistresses. And if you are collecting any data from the hospital patients, so you have to medical insurance, you have to meet with medical insurance. Then you have to take, if you have to take permission, if you have to collect data from that criminal or those are in prisoner. So now you can collect it. First you have to take authority permission of that any those in charge of that particular police station or that jail. Then only and if you another from ethnography research, if you want to collect data from that any ethnic group, so now you have to inform them. So why, what are the things you are going to collect them, what are the information you are going to collect, gather information from them. So those things are ethically consideration. So this is a research. Some of the now research having different types. So different books having different type. So just some of the basic topic I will discuss here. So just for conceptualizing. So now basic research, basic means what? Basic is fundamental. So basic research is that just basic research, also known as fundamental research, pure research. Okay, fundamental means main research. So this basic research, what is the purpose? Aim to expand knowledge and understanding whether any immediate practical application. Now basic research, what is that? Basic research is you don't have any practical application, so you cannot you are not applying anything, just you are making theory, like theory. Suppose you are want to make a theory, so this theory, you have studied the theory, this based on the theory, so you are doing you want to build a theory, like philosophical theory, like any other psychological theory, you want a sociological theory. This, when you are just creating or developing the theory, that means knowledge creating or understanding without, that means you are doing basic research. Example, we can say scientists conducted experiment to understand the fundamental properties of subatomic particles. Subatomic particles such as the quarks and neutrinos. So without any specific application in mind. So just you are trying to understand that. Okay. So that means this is basic research. Basic research, now I hope you understood. Basic research means just try to understand the things. Okay. This is basic research. And applied research means now you have created a theory, you have built a theory. So now those theory, those how it is applicable. Let us see this theory is working or not. So then it will come under applied research. So the purpose of the applied research is, so in basic research we are applying, we are not applying, we are seeing the, we are developing, we are understanding the theory. Okay, and applied research we are applying practical. We, you have a problem, so you try to solve the problem with any theory. We are applying. So now you are pharmaceutical companies conducted research to develop a new drugs to treat a particular medical condition. Now in medical now, now you have a okay, based on the theory, you discover a new drugs. Okay, let us talk the paracetamol. You new paracetamol or new fever drugs you have. Okay, so now there is a one person is patient having, who is having fever, suffering from fever. So now you have given him or her. Okay, that means try to see whether his fever is coming down or not. So that means your disease comes under applied research. So applied research, where basic research is applied, basic research is used in applied research. Okay, so quantitative means which is dealing with the numbers, numerical information. Okay, so data collection here in quantitative research, what are we doing? Data collected in the form of numerical and analyzed statistically. There are so many statistical tests can be used for analyzing, like t-test, ANOVA, and COVA, rank test, uh, Wilkerson. Okay, so correlational test, those things can be used in quantitative. Example, a survey with close-ended question. Close-ended means yes, no. They collect data, customize satisfaction rating. Hmm. One, one can be that one. Very good product. Two, somehow good. Three, cannot decide. Four, very bad. Bad, bad quality. Five, very bad, like that. Quantitative, there is a, you are giving, so in place of a good, you are giving that one, two, like that. Okay, number. Quantitative, so that is why quantitative is from dealing with the numerical information of data. Okay, so qualitative is that only subjective, it is subjective. Okay, subjective form. Subjective form, there is a non-numerical data are available. Like non-numerical information, when you will get, when you conduct an interview, observation, and open-ended. What is Just example, open-ended survey like response like, what is the how do you feel today temperature about today day? Tell me about today today your life. What do you experience? So he and she will give many information. So in numerical form, and but on the other hand, quantitative in quantitative, if you ask, hmm, if you ask that today is good or bad, only he or she has option yes or no. So that will come under numerical. So you can convert those information yes or no into numerical form. But in qualitative, you cannot form interview so many long, so long many information. You cannot form in numerical form. Okay, so and that's why so qualitative is then very non-numerical data. Conducting a depth interview with career patients to understand their experiences with treatment and coping strategies. Patient will say cancer patient, they will say very bad experience. They will say so that treatment is very should not be have drugs and all coping strategies. They will say very what should I say very so many information they have depth information. Okay, then on the descriptive research, descriptive is describing. And the what it's only saying describing. Now you are going to the market. Okay, market what you are seeing. You went to the Tukandar. You asked to that how many things you have sell. What are the things you have sell? So the person will describe about the things. Okay, there is no manipulation. So in the particular phenomena of population without any manipulation variation. Okay, describing the things characteristic of a particular phenomena. It may be person, it may be events. Okay, so this is described. The example is study provide demographic information about a specific group of online shoppers, including age, gender, shopping habits. Okay, these are the descriptive. So the here data may be quantitative or qualitative. Okay, descriptive is. So experimental research, experimental involve the deliberate manipulation of one or two variable to observe their effect on another. So to understand experimental research, experimental in numerical dealing with numerical data. Okay, there is manipulating. Now in variable, what is the variable? Variable means like one one entity and how the one entity is affecting on another entity. Now example we can take now increasing of petrol price will increase the price of that one car fare. Okay, fare. So this also direct link, right? Increasing increasing the increasing eating less. Suppose you are eating less. Okay, so your body will be degrade. So there is a independent and dependent. There is a two variable. Okay. So this is testing the impact of new teaching method on student performance by assigning one group of students to use method and another group. Suppose you have a two group in the school. Okay, two sections. There is a two section. One section is uh, section A, section B. Okay, section A you are teaching with ICT. Very so many assignment you are giving and teaching explanation. Very good explanation. With different teaching models you have used. But on the traditional methods, on the section B, you are teaching only lecture method, traditional method. So now there are two options, right? So now here one variable is this one, this new teaching method. Okay, now so now teaching new teaching method, how this is effective in student learning. So then it will be a variable here. This new teaching method will be variable. So variables having different types. So we will see the independent variable, dependent variable only in experimental research I'm talking. So now again having correlation. Correlation means there is a relation. Relation one, two between two or more variables. Variables is entity as I said. It may be phenomena also. Okay, without manipulating them. But in experimental, manipulation is there. Description, no manipulation. Correlational, there is no manipulation. Okay, there is no manipulation. Like mm, there we cannot example is correlation between the hours spent studying and students exam score. how many times you are studying. Okay, what is your exam score you got? There you can see the relationship. There is no manipulating. Okay, and longitudinal research. Longitudinal research long time. Which research is conducted after sorry, for a long time. So here we can see data collection involve data collecting the same subject. Same subject means from the same person you are collecting, but after 6 months, it may be after 6 months, it may be after 2 months, it may be after 3 months. So over a period of time, you are collecting data from the same person of same group or same individual. Okay, then it will consider longitudinal uh, research. Now cross-sectional research means you are collecting from different person. It will be opposite of longitudinal. So you are collecting from different person at the same time. Now, now this can be, I can give example. Now in your family you have a 10 members in your family. So now I will information I will collect from your mom, your dad, your grandmother, your grandfather, your uncle, your aunt, your sister, your brothers. From whole family I am taking in a one day or in a 2 day. Okay. So this will cross-sectional research. So now, but in longitudinal research, what is that? I will collect from only your mother or your father. After today I will collect, after 6 months again I will collect from your mother or your father. But I am not collecting from you or your sister or your grandfather. I am collecting from whom I am collected before. Okay, there will be the longitudinal research. Case study research. Case study is that you are taking particular topic, particular case or single case. This is very unique. When this is very unique to understand a particular subject, there will be case study. Okay, suppose there is a person who is a um, very unique nature, having like dancing also very good, singing also very good, and studying also very good. Okay, social work also very good. Now this person is very unique from other, right? So you can do research on this particular person or in particular group also. If there is a you found very unique character or unique nature, then you can do case study on that particular. So for case study it should be very particular. So characteristic of that systematic, organized, as I said, unbiased, empirical, as I discussed earlier. So positive is post positivism, post-positivism approach of research. Positivism and post-positivism, two are philosophical approach. Those are in research is used. Okay, how researchers perceive and conduct their studies. Let us elaborate it. Positivism is the philosophical stance that emphasizes the importance of empirical observation. Empirical observation means feel you are going and directly you are observing the things. Okay, you have a direct knowledge, direct information, positivism concept, and scientific method in use in research. Okay, in region there is a objective reality that can be studied through systematic observation and measurement. Okay, as there are some characteristics are there. Now in object, now positivism, you understand positivism. What is that? Positivism means you are directly observing the things. Now, example I can give, there is a accident, not accident, there is a like mm, there is a teaching learning process is going on in the school. Okay, you went in the school and you observe the classroom teaching learning process. Okay, how they are teaching, what are the process are going on there. Okay, so based on that you are giving quantitative information, quantitative, and you are analyzing data. Okay, done. This is based on your observation. Okay, whatever just you observe and giving the field base. Okay, once you have. Now, post there, what is objectivity? Empirical observation, you observe in the school and directly, and you have written, you have given marks and you analyze the data. Okay, in the school. So now objectivity, positivist type of objectivity aim to minimize researchers' bias. So because you have observed now, you don't have any preconceived ideas, preconception or any pre-existing knowledge that why teacher is teaching like this. You are not teaching. Whatever teacher is teaching, just you are giving mark and minimizing your biasness, because direct observation you are seeing in the school, right? Now quantitative data, here you have a quantitative data because you have analyzed the statistical way. Okay, numerical information, you have data, teacher came, okay, yes, teacher used TLM, yes. Okay, like that you have quantitative information and you analyze data. And determinism, you have now positivism assume that the cause and relationship between variables. Okay, they believe that events can be explained by identifying the cause. Why teacher is teaching after observation or after collecting data from the teachers or by checklist. So you have determined cause and effect. Okay, example we can say, suppose a medical research investigating the relationship between specific drugs or blood pressure. Okay, why specific drugs and blood pressure? So for blood pressure, these drugs are, how this is interlinked. You are going to see that. So researcher design a randomized control trial and administer the drugs for one group and a placebo group for another. Okay, measure the participants' blood pressure over several weeks. The study relies on quantifiable data, blood pressure measurement, and aim to minimize biasness and seek to establish a causal relationship drugs and blood pressure. Now here example is given. There is a two group, okay, for checking the blood pressure of the one group is given drugs, okay, medicine is given, medication, they are under medication. So another group is not giving any medicine. Actual actual medicine is not provided, maybe given Hashmola, like Hashmola type. Huh? Okay, now you want to see once one group who has given actual medicine, another group is not given duplicate medicine, I can say. But it has been said it is medicine. Okay. Now when you are see data, you have measured that their blood pressure and you have analyzed. Okay, how it's working. Okay, that is post positivism. Sorry, positivism. Post positivism is known as critical realism. Here this positivism only seeing the one truth. Okay, one belief is the only one aspect, but post positivism having different multiple aspects or multiple looking the things, the reason may be different they are looking. Okay, so here critical realism acknowledge the importance of empirical observation but recognize that research is influenced by various perspective and paradigm. Okay, it builds upon positivism while considering the limitation of strict empiricism. But in the positivism we have seen only one. There is a strict empirical. You are observing only one. Limitation is having there. But in post positivism there is a multiple aspect. That is critical thinking. Why these are happening? Okay, they may ask. Mixed method. Mixed method means qualitative and quantitative are collected here. Now they may ask to the person who are taking trial of medicine, blood pressure, they may ask, now what do you feel? Hmm. This kind of interview they may conduct. Okay, then there will be the post positivism. Fallibilism, I'm not going to talking about this then. Okay, the example in education research, post positivism approach might be involved in study impact of new teaching method on student learning. Okay, there you may have quantitative test score of the student and you may ask the student interview. Okay, then it will be post positivism. So there method of research, experimental, independent method, dependent method, experimental group, control group, randomization. Independent is that which is manipulating the other things, manipulating other variables. Okay. So now dependent variable is manipulated by independent variable. Okay, experimental group is now for your research study you are taking one group on which you are giving this actual treatment or intervention you are providing, manipulating with the help of independent. Okay, there will be experimental group. Control group is you are not giving any intervention. Okay, you are not giving any treatment, there will be control group. Suppose you have a class 9, two section. One section A, section B. Section A you are giving new teaching method. Section B you are not giving new teaching method. Okay. Then section A will be experimental group. Control group will be section B. Randomization means suppose in class 10 there are student 100 student, so 100 student taking that one research is very time consuming for you. So now you are taking randomization having different. So now you can take 10 student, like roll number wise also you can take, or male female, like male female, 5 male 5 female you can take randomly. So there will be randomization. Experimental design. So experimental design you can pre-test, post-test, you can repeated measure. So many test experimental design are there you can do. Hypothesis is tentative statement, tentative assumption. Okay, conjectures also you check. So hypothesis you can go. Hypothesis is assumption, assuming ideas. Okay, steps conducting experimental research. There are so various steps. You have to identify your problem first. Problem. So based on problem, you can go related literature review, journal, different papers you can download and you can see whether how your problem is existed with other paper, link associated with other paper. Based on that, you can go hypothesis. Hypothesis, you can select participant to whom I will do research on, who are the participant, and those participant you have to randomly assign control group, experimental group, like that. And now you have to manipulate independent variable. You can apply new teaching method to them and measure dependent variable, how this new teaching method is effective for experimental group, and how was the control group test score. So based on that you can analyze data with the help of different statistical tests and draw conclusion after analysis of data. After collection of data, intervention, you can draw conclusion and you can prepare report. Okay, so their example I have given. So let us just understand what is that. What is research? Research is that organized process to discover new, clarify existing one. Okay, it is not opinion based. It is not creative exploration of idea. There is an organized process, systematic way. You are clarifying the existing one. Existing one, why you have a problem. Based on the problem, you are doing literature review. Here we have seen now in the to this one. So now, which type of research focuses on solving practical problem will be applied, but understanding will be basic research. Okay, so in qualitative will be non-numerical, but quantitative will be numerical number. Okay, now here we can see that descriptive research the phenomena without manipulating, but without manipulating we are not manipulating anything. Okay, but in the experimental research we are manipulating. Okay, manipulating experimental research, non-manipulating descriptive correlational. We are not manipulating. Okay, so here experimental research, which is the presume cause and cause effect. Cause effect. What will be cause effect? Independent variable. Cause is the independent, and effect will be dependent. Okay. So which group serves the baseline of comparison in experimental research? Control group. Control group is the baseline. We are not doing anything. So okay, we are comparing with experimental group. Okay, experimental are giving treatment, but this control group is not giving treatment. That's why it is a baseline. We can compare with that in our research. So I'm not going through everything. So this thing I will share in the description link, so you can go through it. We'll discuss another topic. Thank you.